Let's unpack the square root property a little more deeply here. 9x squared plus 25 equals 0. Almost looks like a difference of two squares, so I can solve it that way, but it's not. It's a sum of two squares, and we don't have a direct solution to that. So let's explore our square root property. So I'm going to first of all get 9x squared and put the constant on the other side, because I want to kind of get down just to the x squared equals. So let's do our algebra to manipulate this equation down to x squared. Divide both sides by 9. So I have x squared equals negative 25 ninths. From there, we can take the square root of both sides. So x equals plus or minus the square root of 25 ninths. However, we kind of remember a little bit about having negatives in our square root. Whoops, sorry, I have a negative in there. We have negatives in our square roots. So let's work that through. I'm just going to rewrite x equals plus or minus square root of 25 ninths times the square root of negative 1, because I like to isolate that square root of negative 1 because we are using that imaginary term, the I, as a way to describe that. So that equals x equals plus or minus I root 25 ninths. And so there's my solution of how this quadratic factors. And you can see some of the difficulties we had in the past and why the sum of two squares doesn't factor in our term of real numbers, because there's an imaginary number that's being introduced into the context there.